でもそんなんじゃダメもうそんなんじゃほら心は進化するよもっともっと
DJ, wake up to an extended nearly
私のこと見ててねずっとずっと言葉にすれば消えちゃう簡単なら言葉を消せばいいやって思ってた恐れてただけどあれなんか違うかも千里の道も一歩から石のように硬いそんな石で地にも積もれば山となるぞ死ぬ気でいや死ぬ気でふわりふわふわあなたが名前を呼ぶそれだけで宙へ浮かぶふわるふわふわそれだけで笑顔になる
Chicken just resub for 15 minutes.
'Hello? Is there an echo? Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how much my mic is picking up. Hello? Hello? Hello, hello. Hey, Gibby. Hey, Kiki. Thank you for the resub. Let's go. 15 months. I love that. Hey, who else is here? K Lightning. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. We're back. This light is bright. I'm gonna turn it down. Sorry, I'm like still setting up because I'm a terrible streamer. You guys should know this by now. This is like super bright. Oh, that's not even the right light. It's just super bright. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that's so much better. But what's up, you guys? Welcome back. How do I sound? Because it looks like my mic is picking up something in the background. Maybe it's my headphones. Oh, no, it wasn't. I don't know what that was. That's weird. But we're back, you guys. I haven't eaten dinner, so I'm actually gonna start off. That's why I switched it off, Suika. We're gonna watch a Mr. Ballin episode and kind of just hang out while I eat. So I need to set that up really quick. Give me a second. There's a new one. It came out today. So if you guys are normally here, you guys already know. Mr. Ballin is just something we always watch, so we're gonna watch it today. Here we go. That's like way too forward. Gotta move him back. Let's do this. Let's drag him. Oop, a new angle for this. Oh yeah, you haven't been here. I changed it like a few, I want to say like last month, honestly. It hasn't been that long. But I was just like, I want to have something cozy. So if I want to like, if I want to lay back, if I want to, oop, I unplugged my thing. If I want to be cozy, I can. It'll be a little, it's a lot more cozy than it was, which is great. The song in the background is still playing. Oh, let me turn it off. All right. Now do I sound okay? All right, we're back. I'm restreaming off of YouTube also. So, let me open that chat up. To the YouTube people, if there's any YouTube people here, hello, welcome back. It's been a minute. I have not been duo streaming or dual streaming or whatever. What is it, restream? Whatever it's called. I haven't been really streaming on YouTube, so today's the day. We're here. And we're gonna kind of just chill for a little bit, watch Mr. Ballin, and then we're gonna switch over to Suika. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, have fun. I don't know if anyone from YouTube's in chat, but hopefully this thing is pretty accurate. Where is the video? So yeah, we're gonna watch a Mr. Ballin episode. It's gonna be like some eating ASMR, not gonna lie, but hopefully enjoy it while you're here. Wait, does my screen look weird? Maybe I'm crazy. I want to play content warning so bad, but all I have is, what happened to your computer? Did your computer finally give up?
In fiction. And today I'm going to share 3 stories that demonstrate that, and I'm going to tell them in reverse order. So it'll go 3, 2, 1, getting weirder and more bizarre as we go along. And also, these stories are of the more spooky variety too. So stranger than fiction and kind of spooky. But before we get into
we got horror stories, you guys. My least favorite thing of all time.
In story format, and you've come to the right place.
But we're here.
That's all we do, and we upload.
Yes, it's dead. Your dad finally succeeded at killing your computer.
Something really important.
Hold on, I'm gonna scoot up because I want to actually
wait till they get
eat comfortably,
and then begin wildly shouting out random numbers just to screw them up. Also, please subscribe to our channel and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of our weekly uploads. Okay, let's get into today's stories. The song in the background's gone. You're gonna try to get back into streaming on your PS5? Yes, Kiki, do it. I dare you. Do it. Around 5
Honestly, I feel like none of my friends stream anymore, or at least like the people who I started with.
Had just sat down on her couch.
Which I'm like, damn, what happened?
Los Angeles, when she got this weird wave of anxiety that kind of rushed over her.
Not anxiety.
She could think of
I understand.
And she even looked around her house, thinking, maybe there was something weird going on. But
I got a salad, you guys. I'm being
so
skinny.
Finally, Juliet, she put her book down
and a cookie, so I can't be that skinny. Life happened, yeah.
Super anxious. Now, generally speaking, Juliet was a very mellow person.
Skinty, yes. It's actually like a huge salad.
And so that kind of caught her off guard. And the only thing she could think of that was different than normal was her husband, Larry, on a much-needed vacation. And so the last couple of days, while he'd been gone, had been maybe more lonely in the house, and so maybe that was causing her to feel this weird stress. She didn't know, but she told herself, Larry's vacation was definitely a
huge salad.
Larry was an exterminator, and over the past 2 years, he had not taken a single day off. He was a total workaholic, and so when Larry began to talk about his bag. Break, Juliet had encouraged him to put in time for some vacation.
They gave me like Italian and balsamic.
And Frank had actually done that, and as soon as his boss had approved a 2-week-long vacation, Larry had been so pumped he'd called his friend, and they had immediately scheduled a fishing trip. And 4 days before, Frank and his friend had driven off to enjoy his time off.
I'm like, what do I do?
As Juliet thought about that, she told herself that,
hey, yo, am I getting rated? Hey, what up, Ty GTV? Welcome to the stream. Hold on. Let's celebrate.
As well. This was overall.
Wait, wrong thing. Hello. Hey, Raiders.
Maybe or maybe not was connected to Larry. She didn't know. But
welcome to the stream. Let me pause the video. I'm like, hold on, we can't miss any of this. Welcome in, guys. We actually just started. I'm doing good. How are you? Let's get the shout out. Ty GTV. Yeah, we actually just started. Literally, I just started the stream and I was like, let me eat some food before we do this. You were playing Multiverses. Oh, how do you like Multiverses? I've played, I think it was last year, or whenever they had the smaller version of it out. I tried it out and it was cool. It was cool, but I feel like I'm just trash at fighting games. So it's just one of those things where it's I was gonna be bad either way. So there was that. But how was your games? It was fun. I played it, but it died fast. Yeah, that's how I feel too. And I don't know what. I like the old version of the game better, but it's cool. So what did they do? Did they take oh shit? Did they take a hiatus to just make some tweaks to the game? Because I was really confused when I saw people saying, "Oh, we need the Multiverses code." I'm like, isn't the game out? Why are we looking for codes for Multiverses when the game's out? So I'm assuming that means that the game got taken out, just so that they can redo it, which is cool. I feel like that's smart. I feel like it's smart to do that. Maybe that was their soft launch. This is the final release. Okay, so yeah, literally that. They just wanted to make sure. I mean, I think it's a good thing though. Only thing is so there's situations with you where you're I liked the older version better. And it's they should give, should they give you that option to play it? I don't know. I feel like they should update it. I know that if you guys have not played Skullgirls, they had this thing called the Endless Beta, So they were just always, I think they were just always updating shit. And it was like great because people were able to like give input and they were able to change things like pretty quickly. But I'm glad you had good games. We're going to continue the video. Hopefully you guys, the Raiders who came in, you guys enjoyed the stream. We're actually watching Mr. Ballin. So we're watching Spooky Stories for now. But if you guys want to stick around, we're going to be playing Suika and maybe some Smash later. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. But yeah, we're watching Mr. Ballin. If you guys have never seen Mr. Ballin, please go. Well, I mean, you're going to enjoy it. We're going to watch this episode. And then I urge you to go watch his backlog because it's crazy.
A bit of this kind of baseline low-level nervousness she was feeling. And so at some point, she began getting up and walking around her house and confirming all the windows were shut and locked and the doors were locked. She was drawing curtains, you know, checking in closets, making sure
Miss Mams is paranoid.
Safe. And then by 8 p.m., when she still just could not shake this anxiety, she decided she just needed to go to bed and kind of sleep this off. But after falling asleep,
I'm putting you guys on.
Suddenly woke up at 10:15 p.m., drenched in sweat, with the most intense anxiety she had ever felt in her life. And she was totally disoriented. She's looking around the room like, what's going on here? And then
also, we're drinking.
and she heard a voice. It was Larry's voice, except he sounded funny. He sounded like quiet, as if maybe he was outside the house trying to come in and he was calling to her. And so kind of in a panic, she jumped out of bed, ran into the hallway, and right in the hallway was Larry. He wasn't outside. He was right there.
Okay.
Except something was wrong with Larry. He was kind of hunched over and grabbing his stomach, and he was getting his hand on the
Larry's
wall, and he also appeared to be soaking wet. And so Juliet had no idea
Larry's
what was
a
going
murderer.
on, but between all that anxiety and now seeing Larry here in this weird state, she couldn't help
Larry's
herself.
a
She
murderer.
just ran towards
Mark
him
my
to just
words.
make sure he was okay.
It wasn't
As
even
soon as
Larry.
She got about a foot away from him. He held out his hand and said, "No, don't touch me. I have to go back."
What?
What he said was so disorienting.
Hey, what up,
that Juliet
Dan?
just
Yo,
stopped
YouTube
and
chat
stared
is
at her husband
live.
like, what is this? And that's when she made the startling realization that Larry was not soaking wet with water. He was soaking wet with blood. And he was clutching his stomach like something was bleeding in his midsection. And the reason he had sounded
Baloo,
so
welcome,
quiet when he had
welcome,
called out to her
welcome.
and woken her up was because he was clearly hurt. And so Juliet has no clue what's going on. Like her
So Larry
husband was
wasn't the
supposed to
murderer,
be
he's being
7
murdered?
hours away on this fishing trip, and so how is he here? It didn't make any sense. And so really not knowing what else to do, Juliet just said, I'm gonna
Ooh,
go to the
playing Texas
doctor. And so she
Chainsaw?
ran past Larry, headed to the kitchen, and she was about to grab the phone on the wall, but before she could grab it, the phone began to ring. So Juliet just answered it and
It
said,
sounds like
hello?
Scream.
And what she heard was the sound of a sheriff in Ely, Nevada. And he said, excuse me, is this Mrs. Exline, Juliet Exline? And she said, yes, what's going on? What's happened? And the sheriff said, ma'am, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I have some terrible news. Your husband got into a car accident, and unfortunately, he has passed away. And now the second the sheriff said this to Juliet, she just froze and goes, no,
the fuck was in her
that's
house?
not possible. He's here with me right now.
Who was in her
Juliet turned
house?
around and looked into the hallway where Larry had been standing, and now Larry was gone. Larry really had died in that car accident because Juliet would bury her husband that week. But Juliet maintained
Who the fuck was that in her
clearly
house?
after her husband had died, his spirit had somehow survived the accident because when she
Hey,
saw
what
her
up, Daniel?
husband
Yeah,
standing
we're
in the
live
hallway,
and
hunched over
streaming.
and covered in
I'm
blood,
doing on.
at 10:15 p.m.
I'm
She
on
remembers
Twitch
because
and
when she
YouTube,
woke
so-
up, he saw the time. It was 10:15, and her husband had died.
I'm,
at
like, trying to read
exactly
both chats.
10:15 p.m. The exact moment she saw him.
So
in the
his
hallway.
ghost
Juliet would
came to
ultimately
tell
write
her
an account
he
of
was
what she
dying?
experienced with her husband. However, from that day forward, she never once saw her husband again. That was the
Aw.
only time.
That's actually crazy.
Are you a hot sleeper? Do you find yourself waking up in the middle of the night?
So you might buy the new Killer
overheated
too.
and
Hey, what up,
drenched in
PS
sweat?
Kick? Welcome to the
Something I
stream.
did not know until I did.
The YouTube ads. Sorry, guys.
At 12:30 p.m. on March 7th, 2015, a police officer named Tyler Beddoes,
I'm trying to figure out a
along with
place
his
to
partner,
put
were driving
this
in his
so I
police
can,
cruiser
like,
near the Spanish
watch.
Fork River in Utah, when suddenly a police
I forgot how to
dispatcher
mod
came
wrench.
on with the
Yes.
radio.
Wait, what
This
is
dispatcher was
that?
speaking very
Is that like a?
urgently
I don't
and
know what
said,
that
"Hey, a
is. Is
fisherman
that a
has
super
just
chat?
called in
Thank
to
you,
say
Daniel.
that he spotted
Thank
a
you.
Volkswagen
Thank you for the
partially
dono.
submerged in the Spanish Fork River right underneath the bridge. And whoever is closest to this bridge,
But yes, you
get over
guys,
there and see
I
if there's
decided to
anybody
finally
inside the
reconnect
vehicle
my
that can be
YouTube
saved. And so Officer
to
Beddoes and his
Twitch
partner,
or
they
whatever
knew
this
they were
is,
very near
restream.
this bridge. And so immediately they banged a U-turn, they drove to the bridge, but from the road they looked down and couldn't see any SUV. But they saw there
Blue,
was some
I didn't even know they had
firefighters
a new
and
Survivor and
paramedics that
Killer.
were
I haven't
also
been
converging
playing.
at the spot
I need to
on
get
the
back on it
road.
because I do miss it.
Everybody's getting out and running down to the riverbank. And so Beddoes and his partner did the same thing. They got out and they ran down. And then finally, when they got to the riverbank and they saw underneath this bridge, sure enough, there was this red SUV upturned, partially submerged. And
Oh, that
he
was a
noticed
super
right
chat.
away
That was such a
none of the
delayed
doors had been opened
thingy.
in this SUV.
But thank you
And
so much.
it
Thank
meant
you, thank
whoever was
you.
driving this vehicle when it flipped over, very likely was still inside. And so Officer Beddoes and his partner and the other first responders just jumped into this icy cold river and began making their way closer and closer to this upturned SUV, which again, it's not fully submerged.
Did you see who
It's
the
like
new
a
victim was?
third
No,
of
I
the way
haven't
underwater.
actually.
So if
I
you were
haven't even
sitting
looked
in the
at the game.
seat inside of this vehicle,
I probably
and
have
you were
hella
an adult,
updates.
your head would
I haven't been
basically
playing
be in
anything,
the
you guys.
water
I've been
if you were
just
still strapped
real
into
life.
the seat.
I've been
And as they're making their
lifing.
way towards this
Maria
SUV,
Flores?
when they
Hey,
got close
that's,
enough, they began hearing a woman inside
that
of the
name is
vehicle
familiar. Is that
screaming,
from, like, a
"Hey,
horror
we're in
movie?"
here! Come over here! Help!" But when Officer Beddoes and the rest of the first
Yeah,
responders
thank you,
actually
Dayton. I
reached
appreciate
the
you.
SUV, the water was so murky and it basically completely covered up the windows that they weren't really able to look into the vehicle. They could just hear this woman yelling, but that was it. And then when they tried to open up the doors, they couldn't do it because the roof had begun to cave in, and so the actual framing of the door wouldn't open. And so all these first responders, it's like their adrenaline's pumping, and they're like, "Come on, we got to push this thing up onto its side so we can get in." And so all these first responders are pushing and
We're pushing a
and
car?
slowly but surely they began to raise the side of this vehicle
Was
up
Anna
until
Flores'
the windows
sister?
suddenly were clear, and
She's the one
Officer
on the
Beddoes
missing
and the
poster.
others were
Oh,
able to
okay.
look into the car.
Wow.
And they saw there was a woman in the driver's seat, and there was a baby in a car seat dangling
Oh my
upside
God.
down in the back seat, still strapped in. And so Beddoes began screaming, "There's a baby in here! There's a baby in here!" And suddenly it was like everybody got extra strength, and they pushed this vehicle all the way up onto its side. And then one of the firefighters climbed up onto the side of the car, which now was the highest point of the car, and he reached in and he clipped these straps holding the baby who had been upside down, dangling there, cut the straps and pulled the baby out and handed the baby over to Officer Beddoes. And then the firefighter began doing the same thing to get the woman out. But Officer Beddoes, at this point, he just took this baby, he turned away, he figured the first responders will handle this woman, and he's going to take this baby to safety, because he couldn't really tell if the baby was alive or not. So he's cradling this baby, he's rushing back through the water, back to the riverbank, and then he hands the baby over to the paramedics, and right as he does, he sees this little baby begins to move its arms and flicker its eyes, and he wanted to weep out of relief that this child was okay. They put the baby onto a stretcher, they put the baby in the ambulance, and they whisked the baby away to the hospital, where this baby would survive. But after the baby had
What
been
about the
taken
mom?
away, Officer Beddoes turned his attention back to the SUV and back to the woman to see how she was doing. But he could tell right away from the way people were acting, all the other first responders that were still dealing with the crisis in the water, the way they were acting indicated that something is off here. Well, it would turn out 14 hours earlier, so at around 10 p.m. the previous night, a 25-year-old woman named Jennifer Grossbeck had just left her father's house in Salem, Utah, and in her car was her little 18-month-old baby, Lily, who was in the back seat. And after
Okay.
Jennifer pulled away from her father's house and her father's on the porch waving to her, she began driving towards her home. But something happened around 10:30 p.m. that night. We don't know what, but something caused Jennifer to careen off the road on that bridge and flip over and land in the water. Maybe she fell asleep at the wheel or an animal jumped out. We don't know. But we know at 10:30, she careens off the bridge and she lands in that river. And then for 14 hours, she and her baby remained upside down in that river. Until finally, Officer Beddoes and the other first responders came rushing over to open it up
14
and get them out of
hours?
there. And if you recall, all the first responders, Officer Beddoes included, heard Jennifer screaming that they were in the car, "Come save us, please." But what they would find out is that could not have been Jennifer, because Jennifer was killed on impact when the car fell into the water.
What the
Only
fuck?
Lily survived the crash, and then Lily, who's nearly hypothermic and she's upside down with water like 2 inches away from her head,
How?
for 14 hours she dangled there, and when she was pulled out, according to doctors, was like a couple of minutes before she would have died from hypothermia. And so without that voice, Lily almost certainly would have died, because it was the sound of that voice that really encouraged all these first responders to find the strength and get that car up on its side and then get the baby out of there. We don't know whose voice that belonged to.
Originally,
but for
she was supposed to be
it
dead?
saved Lily's life. And again, baby Lily would make a full recovery. And to this day, Officer Beddoes and the other first responders, they know what they heard and they do not have an explanation for it.
That's really crazy. That's like her mom
like
was
scary
like
stories
speaking
about
through her.
cryptids, the paranormal,
or something.
supernatural, bizarre
That's
true
really
crime?
crazy.
Of course you do.
Let's watch the ad,
I
you
have a
guys. I
podcast
like his
for you to
ads,
check
actually.
out. It's called Bedtime Stories, and it's a weekly podcast from our studio, Ballin Studios, that I know you will love if you're a fan of the strange, dark, and mysterious. With every episode of Bedtime Stories, I feel totally creeped out by the end. They're just so good at building the suspense and just making it feel really unsettling. You may have heard of Bedtime Stories because they actually have an amazing YouTube
I was gonna say I've
channel
heard of that.
I've been a subscriber to for years. They're literally my favorite YouTube channel, not a lie. That's the one I go to. That's my favorite channel. But now they're available in podcast form as well. And if you stick around till the end of this YouTube video, I will play you a clip from one of their newest podcast episodes so you can get a feel for what it's going to be
So
like.
did he
And
buy
when you're
them
done
out?
listening to that
Because he
clip,
said they're
if
part
you
of Ballin
liked it,
Studios.
Please go and follow and
Oh, really
binge
cool.
Bedtime Stories on whichever podcast platform you listen on. Okay, back to the stories.
12 pieces de pollo, 3 large sides, warm tortillas, the 12-piece family meal, only at El Pollo Loco.
It's kind of weird to
If you
think
sleep on your
about.
side,
Oh, you
I
watch
bet
Bedtime
beat your
Stories
pillow,
too?
And this is
It's actually really.
They might
I think
be
I've
as
maybe
fluffy as a
seen like
cloud,
one
but-
or two episodes, but for sure, like I've heard of it.
At around 9 p.m. on October 26, 2009, a 19-year-old college student named Miyako Hiroka bagged up the last bit of trash inside of the ice cream parlor where she worked. She dumped it into a bag and she tied that bag up. It was closing time, and so Miyako looked around the inside of the parlor, made sure everything was where it was supposed to be, and then she flipped off the lights, threw her purse over her shoulder, she grabbed that bag of trash, she headed outside the parlor, she shut and locked the door, she dumped the trash in a nearby bin, and then began walking towards the exit of the mall, which is where this parlor was located. It was inside of the mall. Miyako went to school in a city called Hamada City, which is located on the coast of Japan in an area called the Shimane Prefecture. And Hamada City was a totally beautiful and very remote location with these amazing beaches and unbelievable mountains with all these ski resorts on it. I mean, this was an incredible place to live. But as much as Miyako did love living there, she was actually far more excited about where she'd be living the next year because she was doing an exchange program. She'd be studying in Russia, and that was so exciting for her.
Oh,
and
wow.
in fact, this exchange program was the reason why Miyako had picked up this job at this ice cream parlor, because she came from a family that was not poor by any means, but they didn't have a lot of extra income. And Miyako felt strongly that she really wanted to pay her way to go do this big Russian exchange program because it wasn't cheap. And so she was picking up as many shifts as she could to save up money to pay her way. And so Miyako eventually reached
Honorable.
the exit of this mall, and she stepped outside into the night, and then she had a decision she needed to make. And she needed to make this decision every night after work. There were two ways that she could get back to her dorm, which was located about a mile away. The quick way would be to just
Walk?
hop on a bus and have the bus take her to her dorm, but that cost money. And remember, Miyako is trying to save up as much money as she can to pay for Russia next year. And so taking the bus just felt like, not really worth it. And the other option, which was free, was much longer and frankly just plain spooky. And Miyako hated it. What it entailed was basically just walking to her dorm, but it would mean walking for about a third of a mile through this really spooky forest that looked
hell
like it was
no.
straight out of a horror movie. Now, up until
Miyako's
recently, Miyako's coworker
She
had
better
always
not.
left with her at the same time, and they lived roughly in the same area, and so they would walk together through that forest, saving
No.
money, and also, providing each other
That
security
already
as they
sounds like
went
a
through this
terrible
spooky
idea.
Area. But recently, the coworker had quit. And so
Oh my
now
God.
Miyako was all alone. And so as Miyako stood there wondering what she should do, take the bus route or take the forest route, she just thought about, next year, it's all going to be worth it. I'm going to go to Russia.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna clear my
God.
way.
You're not
It's
gonna
be
make it.
awesome. And after all, what's the worst that can happen? It's just a few minutes walking through a forest. I've done dozens of times. Before long, I'll be in my brightly lit, safe dorm room, studying away,
She's tripping.
and everything will be fine. And so Miyako turned and began walking towards the forest. The following day, a little past 4 p.m., the owner of the ice cream shop where Miyako worked was standing inside the parlor feeling really annoyed because Miyako had not shown up for her shift, and now the owner, who normally did a lot of administrative and managerial things, was stuck at the counter serving all the customers, basically doing Miyako's job. But when 5 p.m. came and still Miyako had not shown up, and the owner had tried calling her and she didn't pick up, and there was just no sign of her, the owner went from being annoyed to being somewhat worried. And so after, again, not being able to call Miyako to figure out what was going on, he wound up going through her file and finding her mother's phone number, and he called her. And when he spoke to Miyako's mother, he knew right away there was something wrong. Because Miyako's mother actually was pretty panicked, and she said, you know what? Last night when Miyako was coming home from work, she told me she would call me when she got to her dorm, but I never heard from her, and I haven't been able to get in touch with her since. And so after this conversation ended, Miyako's mother would call the police and report her daughter missing. And pretty much instantly, the police in Hamada City responded in force. I mean, they launched a huge investigation to go figure out what happened to Miyako. And really, the reason behind that is because Hamada City is this unbelievable place, this secluded, safe place where things like this did not happen. And frankly, it scared everybody, and they wanted to deal with it as quickly as possible. And so what police did at first is they went and looked at security footage from the ice cream parlor where they knew she had been working on the night she went missing. And sure enough, at about 9:16 p.m., there's footage of her walking out of the ice cream parlor in the mall. She's got a purse over her shoulder, and she shuts and locks the door, she throws the trash away, and then she heads towards the exit. But after that, nobody saw her. There was no more footage, there was no more tips or anything. She just vanished once she left the mall. And so very quickly, this story gained lots of attention because, again, Hamada City is like this quintessential vacation spot. It's so perfect.
It sounds like it's, yeah.
And to have this girl just go missing, it was scandalous. And so it made the news all over Hamada City. And also people who lived in Hamada City were suddenly on edge at night. What's out there snatching people up? In fact, Miyako's college, during the few days following her disappearance, they set a curfew for all their students. Like, all their students had to be back in their dorms at a certain time to keep them safe. But again, despite the police really leaning into this case from the jump and putting all their manpower and all their resources into this, they really had no idea what happened to Miyako.
I'm desperately begging you. There's a link in the description.
This is
There's
an
a
ad for
code,
Markiplier?
Mark a journey. M-A-R-K-I.
That's
Then,
crazy.
on November 6th, 2009, so 11 days after Miyako went missing, a man who was hunting for mushrooms up on this mountainside about 15 miles away from the ice cream parlor believed he spotted this beautiful
15
mushroom
miles
sitting
away.
underneath a few fallen leaves. And so excited, the guy runs over and he begins moving away the leaves to grab this big meaty mushroom. But as soon as he
Didn't
grabbed
they say
the
she
skin
lived
of
a
this
mile
mushroom
away?
and began to pull, he stopped. And then he quickly turned and began sprinting back down the path that had brought him up here. And as he was running, he pulled his phone out and he saw he had no service, and he just kept on running and holding the phone up, looking for service. And then finally, when he was about halfway down the mountain, he saw he had service in his phone, and he called the police. And the second the dispatcher answered, this man began screaming, "I found a human head." When police arrived on that mountainside where this man claimed to have found a human head, well, they confirmed he was right. They found Miyako's severed head right underneath.
Oh my
those
god!
leaves. And the reason this guy thought her head was a mushroom, a dark
Severed
mushroom,
head?
because it was obvious that Miyako's face had been so badly beaten, and it was all black and blue before she lost her head. And so this mushroom hunter had literally thought that was a big, big mushroom. And so at this point, the Hamada City police shifted
nuts.
their area of search from around the mall.
You have to
and the
finish
ice
that
cream parlor where they
multiplier.
thought
Oh,
they would find Miyako, to this
space with
forested mountain
Markiplier?
area where her head was found. And now, of course, it was no longer a search and rescue; it was a recovery mission. They're just
Hey, what up
looking
in
for the rest of
studio?
Miyako's body. Police searched this forested mountainside. They would find different parts of Miyako all over the place. And then after they had found, all the pieces to Miyako, the running theory, based on what they were seeing, is that very likely she had been strangled to death, and then her body was burned, and then she was dismembered and scattered throughout this
What the
forested
fuck?
mountain area. But there was very little evidence about who had actually done this to Miyako. Miyako had no enemies to speak of. Everybody who spoke about Miyako said she was incredibly lovely and kind, and really there wasn't anybody in her life that would want to do her harm. And also because Miyako's body had been destroyed
It was her boss.
and left out for so long, any trace evidence left behind by
I'm
her
kidding,
killer
it's
or
not her boss, but
killers
what the fuck?
was basically non-existent. And so the police really had no leads to speak of. They had no suspects.
I should have watched more movies,
So they
right?
called in psychologists to try to make, a profile of who they thought might have done this. And the best theory anyone could come up with was that this had been a random crime of opportunity, that the person who killed her didn't know her, and that likely her killer was a man who was likely between the ages of 20 and 40. But even that information really didn't narrow anything down, and so quickly this case began to go cold. But as the police investigation itself began to go cold, the kind of lore around the story was only growing. I mean, this really seemed like a totally unbelievable case considering where it happened. I mean, Hamada City is like this perfect place. How could this happen here? And so what started as being
only got
kind of
one
a local
ending?
news
I think I
story,
got like
albeit
two.
a big local news story, became a major national story all over Japan. And so all these TV outlets and journalists were descending on Hamada City, and they were taking video of the ice cream parlor and of the police department and filming, you know, Miyako's dorm and her school.
Oh my
and her parents'
God.
house. I mean, there were
That's, like,
people
so
all over the
violating.
place trying to get any bit of information to report on about this case. And despite there being dozens and dozens of these live reports basically every day coming out of Hamada City about this case and about Miyako, there was one particular news report that took this case from being, you know, totally unfortunate and sad and tragic and horrible to completely unbelievable and bizarre. Shortly after Miyako's remains had basically all been found, but they were still doing some recovery operations up on that mountainside, one of these kind of random TV reporters who was in Hamada City to report on this crazy case decided to set up their TV camera so it was pointing towards the dark entrance of that spooky forest that Miyako would walk through to get back to her dorm. And so this TV news reporter's got their microphone and, you know, they're standing with the forest entrance right behind them, and the cameraman's filming, you know, looking towards this opening of the forest. And the actual report was pretty generic. I mean, this reporter was basically saying, well, coming at you
Was it the
live from
reporter?
Hamada City, just outside of the forest where perhaps Miyako
No,
was
not the
killed.
Twitch
And
ads.
it was just like that. It was just kind of talking about the case, and there was nothing to it. At least not to the TV reporter and the cameraman who were on site. Because for them, the entire report was pretty routine. They did their job, they got their shot, they got their report, and then they left. They streamed it live. So while they were doing it, all these people are tuned in watching this news report live in front of this forest. And something really unsettling happened on this broadcast.
Not the
While
ghost,
that news
please.
reporter was talking, another voice began to be heard by people watching this broadcast. And it was not the cameraman, and it was certainly not the TV journalist. It was a woman's voice. And there was no woman anywhere near the shot. And after the fact, the journalist and the cameraman would also attest that there was nobody around. It was just them. But this detached, very pained voice said very clearly, and all these people heard it live, this is very painful. Why only me?
広島県北広島町の我流山の林道の入り口です。今日の捜索は午後5時で終了し、私の後ろに貼られていた規制線も現在は解かれています。
And so after this news report happened, this story, this case about Miyako, went from being just a Japanese story to being like an international sensation. Because everybody believed when they saw this video that that voice that was heard was Miyako's ghost, basically talking on camera. That's why you can't see her. It's her spirit communicating with the living world. However, despite that drawing even more attention to this case, it didn't remotely help the police actually solve the case. They still had no idea who did this. And that's how this case would stay for years, just totally stalled.
Oh, did they
That
figure it
is,
out?
until 7 years later,
No.
when a police officer was conducting a routine police review of old criminal case files that hadn't been solved, you know, going through them all to see if maybe evidence had been missed, and maybe that was why the case had not been solved. And so this police officer is looking through all these case files, and when they landed on the Miyako case, they did discover a piece of evidence that had been totally overlooked. It was the file of a convicted sex offender named Yoshiharu Yano. Yoshiharu was a 33-year-old man who had served time in prison for assaults on 3 different women in Tokyo, which is 500 miles away from Yamada City, where Miyako was killed. And because of that 500-mile gap between Tokyo and Hamada City, Yoshiharu had been completely overlooked in terms of being a suspect in Miyako's murder. It just seemed like he was too far away to be involved.
500
But
miles
the
is
police
crazy.
officer who was doing that routine review, they discovered that right before Miyako was murdered, this Yoshiharu guy had been let out of prison and decided to live in Hamada City. And on the night Miyako was killed, when she decided to walk into that forest, well, they found security footage of Yoshiharu's car driving along around that forest and up near that mountain where Miyako's remains were all discovered. And so
That's
this
crazy.
investigator who discovered this piece of information got permission from higher-ups to search Yoshiharu's home where he was living right then. And when they searched his home, they discovered a digital camera with 40 photos on it that would explain what happened to Miyako. It was very clear Yoshiharu had murdered Miyako, because some of the pictures contain photos of Miyako, and they are just horrible. But figuring out who Miyako's killer was not the end of this case. In fact, it wasn't even the most shocking part of this case.
What?
The most shocking part of this case is what happened to Miyako's killer, Yoshiharu, basically right after she was murdered, and that voice, that detached female voice, was heard on that TV news report. 7 years earlier, right around the time that Miyako's head had been found, and also after that voice had been heard on the TV newscast, some people who were driving in a car north of Hamada City began calling the police to report something very strange. They called the police and said, there is this small white Toyota Corolla car that has 2 people inside of it, and they've driven to the side of the road, and the driver is ramming over and over again against the railing. Like they're smashing into the railing, backing up, smashing over and over again, like the car is somehow in control. They don't understand how these people are not getting out of the car. Like, what are they doing? Traffic had stopped on either side. It was just totally nonsensical. And then by the time the police showed up, this car that was just repeatedly driving into the side of this guardrail, it burst into flames with the 2 people inside still clearly alive and looking terrified, and they caught on fire and died. Now, at the time, this did make the news. It looked very much like some sort of weird murder-suicide where the driver had intentionally, driven the car until it burst into flames and killed themselves and also their passenger. But it didn't really amount to more than just a really weird news story because there was no connection to the Miyako case. This is like a totally isolated thing. However, 7 years later, when that police officer discovered the link that Yoshiharu was in Hamada City, and then they figured out, yep, Yoshiharu was the killer, well, suddenly, that totally weird murder-suicide took on a whole new meaning, because the driver of that car was Yoshiharu, and the passenger was his mother. And again, from eyewitness testimony, it didn't really make sense the way this all happened. It was almost like the car was possessed or something, that, the passengers couldn't control it. Now, who knows if it's true, but when you combine it with the sound of that female voice on the TV news camera, everybody assumed was Miyako's ghost saying, this is so painful, why only me? Suddenly those words took on a new meaning. People thought, you know what it is? Miyako's ghost must have taken control of that car.
She said, I'm not going out alone.
Made sure not only Yoshiharu suffered and died, but his family member died as well, that she was seeking her revenge on her killer.
I stand. You know what?
As promised, here is a clip from the
She did what she needed to do.
Of the Bedtime Stories podcast. Enjoy.
Despite the invention of satellite communications and GPS tracking, ships and planes continue to vanish from across the globe, leaving no trace of their passing. Simultaneously, the remains of mysterious boats wash up on remote shorelines, their identities long since removed by the effects of weathering and decay. It has been theorized that there are places on this earth where time operates in a somewhat different manner, where some invisible portal or corridor is capable of propelling a vehicle and its occupants to a very different moment in history, both in the future and the past. Could it be that this outlandish theory is the reason behind some of the inexplicable disappearances that take place on a near daily basis?
Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed that clip, be sure to go follow and binge.
No. I honestly do you guys believe that people just disappear like that? Or do you think that there's always some kind of logical something behind it? Because what the hell? What the actual hell? Let me switch the game over. Alright, we're gonna play some Suika. Do you think people are getting I think people are getting like abducted. I don't know. They're just getting abducted, you guys. That's it. No big deal. Just abduction. Like abduction, like alien abduction too. Like not even like regular abduction. Alright, let's do it. I've been trying to I feel like I've been getting worse at this game, you guys. I feel like my skills have not gone up. Because my high score is 33.99, so let's just keep that up. I want to break, 33.5. I think that's my goal. But it's actually really hard to get to 3,000. And I feel like after I get to 3,000, you know what? I'm gonna just say, my brain, I'm gonna trick myself into saying I just get better once I get past 3,000. Like my score, it just gets easier, right? That's what you gotta say for it to work, right? But no, really, I feel like after I get past 3,000, that's when I start to like choke. I feel like I just start going for points, which I mean makes sense, but like at the same time, I'm like, I'll never get past 3,000 if I just start going for points when I get to it. And what I mean by I just go for points is like I'll just start popping stuff and stop like planning. I like kind of plan to die in a or not die, but like plan to I don't know, I guess die is the best way. That's how I see it. I'm like, if you lose in this game, it's death. It's not even like, it's just death. How is the audio? Is the game audio coming through for you guys? And oh my god, I was able to try out the attack mode, like the multiplayer modes of this game. Honestly, I can appreciate it. I prefer the regular version. But I can definitely say I haven't lost yet in the attack or multiplayer version of this game, so I'm proud of that. I'm not taking a single L yet. You can hear it? Okay, cool, cool. You can hear it. You need to get this game. It's literally like $3. You could definitely get it. And it's really, really fun. Like if you're into puzzle games, like this is for you. And this is like literally my type of puzzle. Like if I had to, like when I first saw this game on someone else's stream, I was like, oh, I'm already addicted and I haven't even touched it. Like I already know how I am. Like I love games like this, like cute little puzzle type, colorful. Like it's literally, if it's like all of my check boxes got checked as soon as I saw this game. I was like, oh my God, like I'm obsessed. So I just play it a lot. And it's funny because like my first day playing this game, I got over 3,000 points like in the first day. Like I wouldn't even say I was low-lifing it. Like I played like a few rounds, but like it's basically like every game that I love combined in one. So it's like my natural instincts of puzzle game just kicked in and I just was eating. But yeah, now I feel like I'm getting worse. I'm like worse at this game than I was when I first started, which is weird, but it is what it is. It's like as much as you want to just like go fast and do things, like you have to kind of be patient sometimes with this game. No, I didn't even do that. Ugh, that's gross. Okay, cool, I guess. I think somebody made they made a Pokemon mod to this? What would that even look like? I'm so confused. What would would it be just like Pikachu heads? That's kind of terrifying. Like just Pokemon heads as the fruit. You just gotta pop them? It's a little crazy. You have to remember their Pokédex sizes, I think? No way. What? For the Pokemon in this game or like just in general? Because who remembers the who knows that information? Hey, what up, Aqua? Just sounds like Pokemon Shuffle. Literally, this game is... Like I said, it's like every puzzle game that I've ever loved, so it's very easy for me to play it. No, I think they're full-size Pokemon sprites? What? That's actually crazy. That's doing a lot. Oh my god. I'm trash. I'll definitely get over 2K, but this is not looking good. Like at all. Ugh. Okay. Can you roll a little bit more or no? Damn it. Okay. Or maybe we could make this work. Maybe we could make this work. Go in there. Ah! No! Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, cool. It's fine. That was the first round of the stream of the day. So we'll be okay. We'll get through this, guys. We'll get through this. But the Pokemon they become when they emerge aren't related to... Yeah, I was gonna say that would be crazy if it was. Because they would have so many different, like, the... What do they call it? The table of evolution? The order of evolution? It would be crazy. Alright. Round 2. I feel like Digimon works better for that idea since they can't evolve into anything. Yeah. But it's cute that they have, oh god. I have like my foot massager thing on, or I didn't, and then it turned on because I accidentally stepped on it. Ooh, let's use it. The stream is about being cozy. Okay, that wasn't supposed to be where it went, but we're fine with it. Fine. Oh my god, next week I'm going to the Megan Thee Stallion concert, you guys. I'm so excited. I've been waiting. I bought the tickets like the day they went on sale, so I've been having them. I'm holding them. And I am so excited. And like the show looks so fun. The concert looks so fun. And I'm just like, I cannot wait to just be there and have a good ass time. I feel like I've become a Megan stan. Like, I don't want to be a part of stan culture, but I fear I might have to. Cause what the hell? Oh, there's like over 1,000 Pokemon people that knew me from when I was a kid. Asked me if I still play, and I say, I still play the games casually, but I'm too old to catch them all. Yeah, they did too much. Like, when I was a kid, I was like, maybe I could catch them all. And now I'm like, there's no fucking way. Like, how? How is that even possible? Like, who catches them all? It's like, how do you have the time to catch them all? It's like, I wish I had the time to catch them all. I'm jealous. I'm trying to like force it to go the other way, but it's not gonna go, so whatever. So the people who are coming in, we're doing a chill stream. This is very much, you know, well, as chill as it's gonna get. I am drinking, but, you know, the intention is to be chill today. I don't know why I did that. I kind of just fucked myself, but it's okay. Don't we all? No. Okay. Go. Oh my god, I did not mean to do that, but we're gonna take it. Okay, we'll take it. Let's let them do their thing. Let them cook, let them cook. Oh my god, why? Okay. I have 3 not touching pineapples. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna get mad. I literally just said this is a chill stream. We're chill. We are calm, cool, and collected. But what the fuck was that? The fact that they are all not touching is triggering me. Like, cause what the fuck? Why? No, 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 no. Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Oh my god, it's getting worse. Oh my god, it's getting worse. It's easier with GTs and Pokemon Home, but nah, I'm good. Just give me Mew and I'm satisfied. That was BS. They played me. I got a lower score than the last game. Actually, I'm 3 pineapples didn't want to make out, and they just say, all right, well, all right, we need to get above 2K this time, because what? This is embarrassing. What is this? I'm literally in the trenches. I promise this is not normal. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna blame it on the alcohol. Okay, cool. Alright guys, the goal is 2,000. I was gonna say 3, but I'm like, okay, right now it's 2 because I can't even get to 2. So the goal right now is 2K. Easy, right? Easy, nice, smooth, just don't mess it up, right? Easiest thing I probably could do today. Besides take a nap, which I have not done. Maybe that's why I'm trash right now. I haven't taken a nap. All right. I feel like no one I know plays this game. Oh. It's like in real life, I can't just go up to someone. Oh, I know maybe 2 people. And be like, challenge me to Suika. Like, cause no one knows what this game is. Okay. Okay. Maybe? Maybe? No. No. Okay. This is gross. Okay. Okay, that's good. Ain't no way. You better touch. I'm like, there's no way. I don't know why I did that. Oh, that's what I was trying to do, so I'm okay with that. Okay, there we go. Okay. I was like, okay, it's gonna stand up. That's kind of crazy. Okay, I gotta pop this and this. And okay, I guess that's what we're gonna have to do. Yeah, what up, Sir James? Welcome. Welcome back to the stream. We're just playing some Suika, chillin'. Yeah, I'm in actual hell right now. The most difficult game on the Nintendo system. The most actual torturous game ever. Cause why are they doing that? Why you do that? Why? Okay, I would love for you to like, yeah, spread. Please spread, thank you. Go down there. All right, cool. All right, bet. This isn't bad. This, yes, stressful, but also very fun and addictive. Dare I say the most addictive game I've played on the Switch? You know, no. I would say that was definitely Splatoon. The most addictive thing I've ever played on this system. And I actually really miss Splatoon. I'm like, do I still have the evil squad? Do they? I feel like I've seen Leah a few times, like just randomly when we play other games. I think it was like Overwatch. But we have not done like a Splatoon anything in a long time. And I'm sure it's still fun. There's still Splatfests, right? They didn't kill the game like they did, oh god. Oh god. Get in there. Oh fuck, okay. Brother, Brother, they recently added a whole new expansion. They are still on it. I love that though, because Splatoon deserves it. Because that's actually a really good game. Like Nintendo really ate. And it's like Nintendo, I remember they, for a while, weren't doing like really too many like, I didn't even get to 2000. All right, where's my water? I need to focus. I need to fucking focus. I'm gonna turn this off, my feet hurt. All right. I forgot what I was saying. Please, no. I just started streaming, what the fuck? You know what, you guys? I've been going to sleep super early lately. Like every night I've been going to sleep. So last week, I guess my sleep schedule got fixed. Cause my job, I was only working day shifts last week. So my sleep schedule kind of just like fixed itself. But I hate it because now I'm exhausted by 9. Like by 9 p.m. I'm like, I'm ready to go to sleep now. Like this feels natural. I'm like, no, I don't want this natural sleep time. What is this? It's like, I am an adult. I haven't taken a nap. I need a juice box and a blanket. I'm getting older. I know, I'm just so sleepy. Like, what is this? I was a child of the night. I just liked being awake, and now I'm like, being awake is like my least favorite thing. It's the least interesting thing ever. Cause my imagination when I'm asleep is just, you guys, I had a really crazy dream the other day. I had a dream that a lot of members of my family got abducted by aliens. It was actually crazy. It feels like torture. Yes, it's like, I just want to go to bed, dude. It's like, I'm sick of this. It sounds like depression, but at the same time, have you slept? Do you know how fucking amazing that feels? I want to feel that all the time. But I had a really weird dream. So I had a dream that my whole, like a bunch of people in my family got abducted by aliens, and that shit was really crazy. It wasn't even at my house. It was like at my stepdad's house, which was even weirder because like I haven't been there in a while. So I was just like, why am I here? And then like literally people started getting yanked by aliens. I'll be up trying to get work done once the baby is asleep, but I'm so tired I can't bring myself to do it. Yeah, the dream was very vivid, and I still remember it like like, you know those dreams that you have that you're just like, why can't I forget this dream? Like it was one of those. So it's like I vividly remember the details of like, I remember feeling, so this is the weird part. Maybe I got visited by some aliens or something when I was asleep. I don't know. But it was very, very vivid. So in the dream, they tried to abduct me, but they stopped mid-abduction. So we're talking about sleep. I should sleep now. I gotta wake up at 3:30 a.m.? Like, what the fuck? What kind of job? What in the... Have a good night. I'm like, what the hell? Your brain was just like, fuck it, we ball. Yeah. But so yeah, I was there and they were trying to abduct me. The aliens were trying to get me, and I just ran away from, because it was like very much like, it was the spaceship was above my parents' house, and there was like a military helicopter next to the spaceship, just letting them do whatever, because obviously they weren't trying to like interfere, because, well, I don't know, in my head in the dream, they were like, we're not going to interfere, because if they interfere, it's going to start like a war with the aliens or whatever. That was the why they were there and not doing anything. But then I went outside because it was like really bright outside. I'm like, why is it so bright? Me investigating, like I would never in real life. Hey, welcome to the Twitch chat, James. So like me being an investigator in the dream, which I would never be in a real life, I decided to go check out the bright light. Turns out the bright light was the aliens. And I went out there and I looked and I tried to run back inside, and that beam so quick started trying to beam me up. And I guess because like I was fighting it so hard, I was able to get away from it. But literally the feeling of the beam felt like my body burning. And when I tell you I woke up from this dream feeling like my body had a burn on it, that's how I felt. Like it was very, very weird. I was like, was that a dream? Was I actually being abducted in my sleep? And didn't, like, I don't know, it was very weird. And then their tractor beam, is that what it's called? I got taken, like maybe they probed me in my sleep. I don't know. Maybe I got paid a visit. But it literally felt like I got burned. I felt like my body was burned. And then I woke up and I was just like, why do I remember anything? I mean, why do I remember everything? I mean, the opposite of what I just said. At this point, the aliens can take me. The thing is I think that they're trying to harvest organs, like, honestly. So I'd be kind of scared. I'm trying to experiment. They're like, why you guys act like that? That's probably what they're thinking. Why y'all act like that? Let's experiment. Because if I was an alien, I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Ain't no way. Come on. Go down. Touch. Oh my god. Okay. Let's go. They put it where they put the implant. Dude, I don't know, man. They put the implant somewhere. They did that shit. I have a wild theory that aliens are future humans looking back like we're some sort of time capsule. What? Or maybe trying to find out where it all went wrong. They're like reading history books, but their history books is like actually coming to visit. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of a crazy theory. That is a little wild. Oh no! Ew. Disgusting. I hate everything about it. No! Oh my god, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. I'm Chelseaing this. We gotta get to 2. Oh, we're getting to 2K for sure. There we go. That was the goal. We did it. We fucking did it. We fucking did it. Now we just gotta see how far we can push this. How far can we? Ugh. Oh no, Arnar. I heard the opposite, that there are ancestors or experiments gone wrong. That's kind of crazy too. The theory spawned from the theory that the reason we haven't actually found aliens is because we are the last living things in the universe. What? I've never heard that theory. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, that is really crazy. I honestly just think that there's other things living in the universe, in the multiple universes, that, I mean, there's things we can't even comprehend that exist. And I don't even want to see it. Like, I want to be Delulu to it. Because if I saw an alien in real life, I might actually shit myself. Of pure fear and terror. I think anyone would, right? Like, I'm not alone on that. If we're the last, I'm disappointed because we suck. Yeah. I think that there's other beings, but I think they think we're idiots. Honestly, I think they're like, what the fuck? Like, what's wrong with them? Because I think that now about people. Like, what's wrong with us? Like, why can't we get it together? Oh, I don't know why I did that. And by we're idiots, I don't mean all of us. I mean, a lot of people are idiots. Oh my god. I don't know how I'm still alive. But, I mean, period. There it is. I'm like, how am I alive? We have nothing to compare to. I heard there's a galaxy out there that smells like wine. That's literally my house. No, I'm kidding. Period. We got our high score of the day, but I want to get 3K. Let's go for 3K. Why not? I believe in us. How do you know the last things weren't worse? We have nothing to compare to. Yeah. Because the song Everybody Wants to Rule the World, unfortunately, true. Lots of people think they know what's best for the planet, but they can't even claim. If the universe is like Star Wars, then it's not just us. It's a whole kind of interplanetary stupidity. I think that there's a lot. Like, there's no way that there's only just humans. Plus, there's so many, like, sightings and all that stuff of, like, things that don't look like humans. I mean, I feel like it's very possible that... I think it's, like, guaranteed that there's other beings. Like, I think that there has to be, like, honestly. But I feel like everyone thinks differently. Like, some people don't even believe in aliens, which is, to me, very wild. Like, what? What do you mean, no aliens? I'm open to everybody. Wait, what? You're open to either option? Yeah. Honestly, I'm probably... If we are the last beings in the universe, I don't know. I think we're kind of disappointing. Just because, like, why? Why are we like this? I fucks with it. Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, if they're violent, then shit. Well, there goes us. We're not surviving, but that's not always the case, right? I'm just hoping they're not. No, I'm not gonna blame the whole species on some shitbirds. I mean, a lot of people are very disappointing. I could definitely say that. I don't. I think that animal life exists on other planets. I don't know what intelligent futuristic aliens. I think that they just have different technology. I don't think it's like more advanced or anything. I just think it's different. Like they got Alienware computers, you guys. No, I'm kidding. They probably just have some stuff that like, I mean, we might have things to them which is deadly. Like, have you guys seen the movie Signs? Like how they're like deathly, like water is their kryptonite. Like we probably have something like that that's just like super deadly to. It's super deadly, or like they probably have something that's super deadly to us, but it's not anything crazy, but it'll kill us. Like similar. I don't know. I think it's like some crazy technology. And if it is, we're fucked, but oof. Oh, yes. Okay. Well, how do we maneuver this? That's why I fuck with y'all. Y'all actually have personalities and brains. Yeah, some people are just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like to judge too much, but sometimes like I'll just look at someone and laugh, like when I'm just like, wow, you're really just not all there. Like in terms of like they don't consider there being something else out there. Like there's no, okay. No. No. Okay. No. Arnar. Arnar. Oh wait, actually. No. Nah, it's true. I see people out here in New York that make me question everything. Honestly, same out here. Oh no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay, cool. Ain't no way. No. It's the last thing I wanted. Can that even go in there? No. Of course not, but this can happen. Oh my god, that's the worst thing that could have happened. Well, it's looking like a goodbye. I just need those two to touch. There's no fucking way. Oh, I'm dead. Yep. Dang, did bad. As a fellow New Yorker, I agree. Look, it's all over. LA is no better. Quite literally not any better. Especially if you like work a normal job. Like you look at people and you're just like, how did you end up like this? It's just like, it's the way you act. Like that's how it feels every day. Talking to people. Sleepy. Oh my god. This is the thing with cozy streams. You get too cozy. Like cozy goes too far. Like a motherfucker is out here too cozy. Oh, 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 oh. I do Amazon, so I just let's see the craziest motherfucker certain parts that I see that feel like Dark Souls maps. What? What the fuck? I couldn't even imagine. I feel like the only place out here that gives like, or maybe not the only, but the one place specifically is downtown. Downtown feels like Gotham out here. I remember one time I was, one of my friends was visiting from out of town and we went downtown because she was like, oh, let's go to a club. And me, I don't club. Like, it's been a long time. So I was like, I don't know. Like, I guess people go downtown, right? So I was like, let's go downtown. We'll find something. We went downtown and we didn't know where we were going, first of all. Like, we just were like, we'll figure it out. So we were walking around trying to find a place to go to. And we hear music. So I'm like, oh, the music was good. So I was like, okay, let's go this way. Like, it sounds like it's good. Turns the corner. It is literally just like 2 streets of like just crackheads partying, and the music that we heard was their music. I'm like, oh no. We had to turn around because it was scary. It was literally Gotham. Like, they were running around the streets screaming. Like, it was crazy. And I was just like, I will never do that again. Like, I actually felt safe enough to walk around downtown. That shit was crazy. And I'm an LA native. I have never seen that before. I was like, oh no. That shit was actually nuts. Motherfuckers were throwing a housewarming party. They were doing something. Did I tell you I was at Walmart a few days before Christmas and this crazy woman threatened to spit on me? You should have spit on her for threatening to spit on you. It's like, oh, you threaten. I make things happen. That's crazy though. Why would she threaten to spit on you? Did you steal like the last turkey or something? I don't know. Or like ham. I know Christmas people do ham sometimes. Why was she so triggered? You spit on me, we fight, and I'm taking one of your shoes, so you're forced to go home with only one. Look, if someone spits on you, that's crazy, because, like, that's actually crazy. Hey, what up, Squeeze? Welcome. Welcome back. Spitting on someone is crazy. It's, like, disgusting. Ugh. Would I do it? Would you spit on someone, chat? I would probably spit on someone who was being racist. Like that deserves it. Like if someone's just being super racist, I would spit on them. I think that's like the one situation where I would spit on someone. It's like, oh, you're racist? Enjoy that. It's like you literally, yeah, literally flip it all. She was turning in the right corner when I was coming down the aisle. She took up the middle aisle so I couldn't pass. I waited to see which way she was going first. The germaphobe in me would go feral. Yeah, that's nuts. Come on. Okay. We'll take it. That was a lot. Oh no! Okay. Charge it back like a smash attack. She said you expect to just move. What? You expect me to just move past you? And I said, I'm waiting to see which way you're going so I can move. And she said, keep fucking moving? What? Why is she being so aggro? What state do you live in? Like, what is that? That's must be Florida. Hey, what I faded. Yeah, it's giving Florida vibes. Like, what is that? Gotham? You live in Gotham? It's crazy. Also, you guys, I am live on YouTube and Twitch right now, so if you hear me reading a story and it's not in chat, it's because it's on YouTube chat. So I'm not that delusional, okay? There's no way. There's no way. How the fuck is it staying like that? What the fuck is this? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. We're alive. Somehow we're alive. We'll take it. Ooh, not for long. We didn't even get to 2000 again. I said F you, man, but not the word F. She said no. No. F-U-B. I'll spit in your MF face. Then I cussed her out and she cussed me out and threatened to spit on me again. I told her to do it and she rushed at me, but her friend grabbed her. I didn't want to fight a woman, but I was tempted. That's crazy. It's sounding like Florida. Like something is definitely in the water in Florida. 100%. Like, I don't know what's going on out there, but people are just super aggressive. And not even just aggressive, but like something's wrong with them in the head. I feel like it's so weird to me whenever I meet people who are just like naturally super like aggressive, because I don't think I am. I'm very like the opposite. Like I'm not just aggressive as hell out here. So when people just like want to fight for nothing, I'm just like, it's like, are you even thinking about why you're mad? Like, what? I reported her to a customer service, and no, it's not Florida, it's in the South. Oh no. I need to take these earrings off. Oh, ow, ow, ow. GTA 6 has that Florida energy. Oh, I can't wait to touch that game. I feel like it's gonna be so crazy. Oof. Sorry, those were like in my ear. Yeah, no. I mean, the South is a little crazy too. I feel like people will literally just shoot you. Like guns are so like common in the South. And like I've literally seen like just like fender bender situations where people pull out a gun. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you guys are actually nuts. But yeah, you guys, I'm so excited for the concert next week. I'm like, I don't know what I'm wearing. I haven't even decided. I haven't even gone shopping. Like, I'm like, do I want to wear something new or do I just want to wear something that I already own? Like, it's Megan. What if she's just like, be the love of my life? Like, I have to be ready for these moments. And I don't think I'm ready for these moments. Like, no. Because what are the chances of Megan Thee Stallion just being like, Chelsea, will you marry me? It's not zero. So there's a chance. But I need to be ready, just in case. Listen to my Delulu, you guys. Support my Delulu. Cool. Nice. Combo breaker. Okay. Ugly. Cool. Yeah, I've had blickies pulled on me before too. The South is wild. Yeah, I believe that. Have I seen a gun in real life? I feel like I have seen a gun in real life, but like not someone pulled it on, like someone showed me a gun. But like, to actually be threatened with a gun is crazy. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. At this point, I'm just going. I'm tired. What the hell is this? I hate this. I need to destroy my sleep schedule again. I can't handle this. I can't handle a normal sleeping schedule. This is literally trash. It's not even fucking 10 o'clock. Oh. Okay, I guess. Okay, let's not do that. Uh-oh. What am I doing? I'm just throwing shit. Oh my god, it's 1 a.m. for you? Jesus. Yeah, it's literally 9:59. I looked at the time, I'm like, oh my god, I'm yawning. I knew him from school. He went and told everybody what happened, but never said it was me. Wait. So he told everyone that he pulled a gun on you, but didn't say it was you that he pulled the gun on? Like, what? What was the reason? That's a weirdo activity. Not screw up. Oh. It's not Florida, but it's the South. GTA 6. I've had blickies pulled on me before. The South is wild, like the West. I knew him from school. And he went to and told everybody what happened. But I never. Wait, did I miss something? I think I missed something. $1 a.m. is wild. I'm about to lose, but we're just gonna pretend like I'm not about to lose. Just keep going. What even was that? I didn't send it. Yeah, so I was like, what? Like, what did I not read? I'm confused. Ugh. I'm at my back. All right, I might do like 2 more. And then I'm gonna call it. I'm actually really tired. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm like dying. Hold on, let me eat my good luck cookie. That salad that I got, how many calories are in there? I don't even know if it says. I don't know how many calories are in that salad, but it's huge and it has like all the good stuff in it. So I'm like, how many calories could there really be in there? Okay, I was like, that's ugly. What up, Beta? I was walking home and he sucker hit me in my chest. I tried to talk sense into him since he kept swinging at me, so I defended myself and then he pulled a bookie out. So you beat him up and then he pulled out a gun. I'm like, whatever happened to just fighting? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm playing myself, honestly. I don't think I could say that on YouTube, but I guess it's a little late for that. Because I'm about to get banned. Honestly, I need to be more consistent with YouTube. I literally stopped streaming on YouTube. I mean, obviously you guys know a long time ago. And then I started restreaming and I stopped. And then I started posting videos and then I stopped. Like, I need to just be consistent. I was being consistent for a little bit, but life kind of just started lifing. And whenever like my real life shit starts happening, I just focus on that. Like, I can't do both. Like, so I feel like now I'm starting to be like, I mean, I don't know, summer's here. Like, I really just started living like my actual life and having fun. Like, I actually started hanging out and like having fun. And now I'm just like, okay. Like, I need to like be back on my YouTube grind and my streaming grind. Not for any other reason other than like, I miss you guys. It's fun streaming. Like, I feel like I haven't been playing anything and like I'm like out of the loop when it comes to new games. Like, I just miss the community, like the gaming community. And I just gave him a warning tap in the face and he pulled out the blicky. A bootleg Yosemite? I don't know anything about blickies, so I don't know what that is. But what is a bootleg blicky? Like a fake one? Like, what was it? Yosemite Sam? I don't know, Looney Tunes? Yosemite Sam was a character on Looney Tunes. Oh, okay, like literally. Yosemite Sam. What? I'm very confused. So he pulled out some prehistoric blicky? Like, why were you even walking around with that? Okay, there we go. Reference is probably because Yosemite would be quick to pull out the strap. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's wild. No, that's my nickname for him, Yosemite Sam Black, because he was quick to pull the weapon out just like he did in the cartoons. Oh my god. I really said Yosemite. Yosemite Sam, y'all. We are gonna get at least 2K. The goal is 3K. Look, we could do it. I knew it. Oof. My God. We're still in here, guys. I don't like that. Okay. We might get 3K. We might actually get 3K. I'ma just let him cook. I'ma just let it cook. Oh my God. It's over. Unless. Am I about to be my high score? I'm locked in. Literally like 100 away. Oh, it's so sad. I'm ending stream now. The depression is kicking in. That sucks. That was actually really, really close. It is what it is, you guys. But I'm gonna head out. I'm tired. I went to the, you know what, I had a busy day. I guess that makes sense, but it's time. Thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciate you. Thank you to the YouTube gang for showing up, coming through. Dayton, thank you. Who else is here in YouTube? James was in YouTube. Everyone who came to the YouTube chat, like, these are fucking real ones, because literally, I haven't been on YouTube in so long. I think it was James, Dayton, someone else was here. Daniel Bell was in there. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Well, this stream will be posted on YouTube just because it was streamed on there. But I want to post more content, so I am potentially gonna go to spectate at Evo if I get the days off for work, but I'll try to record content while I'm there, just vlog or something. So yeah, hopefully, I'm hopefully gonna get some more stuff up before then, but the plan is there for Evo especially, but I'll see you guys next stream.